Joe Lewis, that was a busy old way to end the year.
Yeah, it was. First half, I think we were poor, and that was clear to see at half time. The manager let us know that, and know in certain terms that it wasn't good enough. And I think second half you saw a response, and probably with one or two things going our way, we could have come away with a win. But they got the first goal, but we showed character to come back from that. We were probably pleased with a point after going 1 down in the end.
3 top-class saves from yourself before the referee pointed to the spot, but you came up with a good. Did you just read it right?
Yeah. I mean, we watched the penalties before with the goalie coach Paul Crichton. He goes through them with me, all the the set plays and stuff like that. And I've just looked up to him because I couldn't remember seeing Lawrence's ones before. I'd seen Frecklington's and a couple of others, but I hadn't seen Lawrence's. So I just looked up to the bench and he's sort of waved me one way. So that was the way I decided to go, and fortunately he went that way.
Could you believe it was goalless at half time?
We were lucky. We were very lucky to come in half time at 0-0. And we knew that, and I think second half it gave us something to have a go at as well. So it was nice to have a clean sheet at half time, but there was a long way to go, and if we carried on playing like we had done, it wouldn't have been. It certainly wouldn't have been 1-1. So we got away with the first half definitely.
And having said all of that, you started the second half the better the two teams, and the goal when it did come was against the run of play. Yeah,
it was. It was disappointing to concede the goal because I couldn't really see where one was coming from. He was lively on the wing, Ledesma, and he just dragged one. With his right, we trying to show him his right foot, because his left foot's dangerous, and he's just got half a yard and dragged it into the bottom corner, unfortunately for us. So. We had to come back from that, and I think that didn't really affect us too much in terms of the way we played. It's difficult to play football on that surface, so we had to really try and get some good quality balls in behind. It's all right saying turn them, but you need to get the quality in behind to do that, not just boot it forward. So we did that in at times in the second half, and I think that sort of paid off and was probably key to our performance in the second half.
And as a goalkeeper, it was yet another defensive pairing in front of you to pair behind a new one.
Yeah, that's the way it's gone this season. There's been injuries and people come and go, and Donny came in last week and did really well, and just the way it's been going for us, he's tweaked a hamstring, so we have to change it again. But I think as a 5, I felt comfortable behind them 4, and I think as a 5 we defended quite well today.
And it's a day that young Don Telford will never ever forget.
Yeah, delighted for him. He's a great lad, and he's been showing a lot of promise in training. And I was really pleased to see him get on the pitch. And I think him and Mark Waddington really changed the game for us today. It really gave us a lift, and their fresh legs really helped us.
Free week and then the FA Cup. Is that a bit of light relief for you guys?
Yeah, it can be, I suppose. Yeah, it'd be nice to go to Villa Park and play on a nice pitch and in a nice stadium. So yeah, it will be, and hopefully we can cause an upset. We're not going there for any sightseeing. We want to go and win the game. So.